So today we're going to cover something called the axe. I've covered this before, but I didn't really speak about it. It's just a demonstration. So the axe, in case you haven't seen it, something like this, where the model sweeps across the flight line, and then you can reverse it as well, so it comes back. Just stop again and go back in the original direction. And it's quite a nice maneuver. It's a very good positional maneuver. So if you've, let's say, done something in a freestyle round, and you end up on the left, but you've kind of completed the maneuver, what you can do is just go into an axe, and wham, you're at the center. So now if you wanted to go and do your pirouetting loop or whatever it was, you could go and do that. And then if you wanted to go out to something to the right, you just go and do an axe out to the right. Really fits in everywhere as a positional mover, but also kind of works on its own. So if you do an axe, you go once or twice, and then you reverse it, pause and go back again. So it works on its own as well. It's a really nice maneuver. So how do we go about learning this? So you can start with in real life, or you can start in the simulator. And we're going to start with half rolls and half pirouettes. So we're going to roll the model to the right. And we're going to do a counterclockwise half piro. We're going to roll the model to the right, counterclockwise half piro. So always to the right, always counterclockwise half piro. And we're just going to do those, try and keep them, make them really clean, try and keep them on the spot. With the stick movements, I mean, if you're the kind of pilot that prefers to know what's going on with the sticks, you can also think of it like this. So it's right cyclic, right rudder, left cyclic, left rudder. It's not a great way to. It's not how you really want to be thinking about things, but it is interesting to know it. You're right. So you want to get into a position where you can do these fairly well. You've got control of it. So as soon as you've done your half piro and your half roll, the model's not moving around the sky. And then the next stage you want to get onto is blending them. So blending them is where you want to merge the roll and half piro, so that from here you end up with something like that. So you're now side on, complete the piro, and you go into the next one like that to side on. So you can see that I'm blending the roll into the pirouette. Right, so for that we use the Piro Trainer, which I've got bound to the T key. Right, so we'll just do that, 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 that. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to blend it. So as the tail comes round, we're going to start the roll, and we're going to add forward elevator. By the time it gets to side in, you've completed the roll. Same thing from here, you get to nose in, start the roll, forward elevator, and you get to side on, and you've completed the roll. And the idea here is to keep the boom as horizontal as possible as it goes, as you rotate around. So you just add in a smidge of forward elevator to keep the pirouette going, reverse the rudder, and by the time you've done that, got to the side on position, you should have completed the roll. Now this is definitely the trickiest bit. What you can do is you can start off super slow as well. So start the pirouette from here, and as the rudder goes down, add in a little bit of forward elevator to that position there, and then as you go over, you now reverse the rudder. And there we go to there. Same thing here. So as you start the roll, bit of forward elevator, keeping that boom as horizontal as possible. Get to side on, and you've completed. Right, and this part, I mean, this is basically the axe. You just want to spend a lot of time doing this. And try different things. Try playing with the speed. Try getting to that position there. And then have it there. There. There we go. Put it horizontal. Right, and once you've got that movement down, so by the time you've reached side on, the roll is complete. Pull to Piro, roll, Piro, roll. So once you feel you can do that and you've got decent control, get out of the trainer. And we can do that. You want to do them stationary. And the reason that you want to do them stationary is the axe will have a natural tendency to move off to the right in this case. So if I start doing an axe here, it'll want to move off. And it'll just get faster and faster. So you want to do them as stationary initially. So do your half rolls, half pirouettes. The idea is to try and keep it in the same spot. And you can see as I'm reaching tail in, it's doing the roll, get to side on, nose in, roll. Right, that's not too bad. So that was the third step. So the final step is actually to do the axe. So you would start in front of yourself, and then you would just let it naturally just drift off to the right. Do a couple, and bring it back when it gets a bit far. Start a little bit further over on the left. And that's it, you pretty much got it now. I mean, you can start all the way over on the left and you can do the axe. And it will get faster and faster the longer you do it, so that's why you need to have that stationary control. The next bit is, the next variation to learn is the reversal. So the reversal we're going to learn in a similar way. It's half rolls and half pirouettes. So we'll start nose in this time, and we're going to roll to the left. Clockwise pirouette, roll to the left. Clockwise pirouette, roll to the left. Okay, and then once you've got that, then we want to start merging it. So let's go back into the Piro Trainer for that. Add the pirouette, start the roll, and it uses back elevator to make it to smoothen it out. So from here, pirouette, start the roll, back elevator to smoothen it out. Keep that boom as horizontal as possible. Now you can see I'm not quite as good at these ones as I am at the regular ones. And nose in. Start the roll, back elevator, get to the side on position, there, start the roll, complete it by the time I get to side on position. It's not really, let's start again. So. And once you've got the hang of that, get out of the trainer. And we can do it for real. So in the real world, just start with regular half rolls to the left, clockwise pirouettes. And as you get more comfortable with that, start throwing in that merged, blended transition. So you start it when you're nose in or tail in. By the time you get side on, you've already done the roll. Same thing. And keep that boom as horizontal as possible. And interestingly enough, the tail output shaft should point down on this one as well. Sorry, I don't know if I mentioned that in the first one. But if you're doing these rolls, the tail output shaft points down as you transition through. And as you go this way, the tail shaft points down again. And that's when it gets confusing and you don't actually know. It's kind of working, but you're not sure if you're doing it correctly. Just have a look at that tail output shaft. And you'll notice as you do the half roll, it points at the ground. Points at the ground. Down again. And down again. And then when you do the reversals, it'll do the same thing. So from here, tail output shaft to the ground. Ground. Right. So we've got to the point where we're going to do them stationary. So you're going to try and figure out how to do these reversals. Keep them in one place. Right, that's not looking too bad. I mean, the boom's a bit wild, it goes up and down. Okay, and then once you've got that, then you can move on to the reversal, the axe. We're going to cut that, and it's going to naturally wander off to the left. And then when you get there, you can switch into normal axe. Stop there, do the reversal. Right, so quite a nice maneuver. So funnily enough, the other day I was watching one of Bill Hand's videos where he interviews Kenny Ko, and in the background you actually see Kenny Ko doing an axe circuit. So an axe circuit, something like that. If you watch the main shaft always goes over in the direction of travel. Start that again. It's going to be a regular axe. And then as he starts off on the circuit, to twist it around, the main shaft is always going to flip over in the direction of travel. So that's how you turn it into a circuit. And it works with the reversal as well. And the main shaft goes to the left. It's going to travel to the left. Now the main shaft is flipping away. The main shaft is turning to the right. Now it's coming back. And now it's going to go to the left again. It can be done. Really nice maneuver. I think I might throw that into the routine next year. Other maneuvers, other variations. So I don't know of any other decent variations. I mean, I guess you can play around with vertical circuits and rotations and things like that. I just think it's quite a technical maneuver, and it kind of gets to the point where it's more of a technical exercise and perhaps one you would use in a competition. Other maneuvers that are similar. So I think Ben Storick came up with this one, but the revolver, which looks something like that. Now, once you can do the axe, you'll probably find the revolver fairly easy. I mean, the stick movements, although the boom is a lot more vertical, the stick movements are almost exactly the same. And if you can do a forward revolver, which is similar to an axe, you can probably do a reversal as well. I've tried that one. Let's try for a second. So that's a forward one. You know what? I think we're probably taking it a bit too far. So that was the axe. If there are any other maneuvers or any questions you have, just let me know in the comments below. And if there are any other maneuvers, I can take a look at those as well. I hope you enjoyed this one. Until next time.